Hey all, welcome to another episode of EmpireCV.tv. And today we've actually got a few things to talk about relating to the store and more importantly, what's happening tomorrow with the relaunch of the DC titles. Tonight this is Tuesday the 30th, at 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. we're having a DC relaunch party. We're going to have snacks, drinks, we're going to get a bunch of people here, hang out, talk about the new release, and at 12:01, August 31st, we're going to be able to sell Flashpoint number 5 and JLA number 1. But as long as you're down here, as long as you come in and hang out about 10 o'clock, we're also going to have a sale on everything in the store. So if you missed the one last Saturday, this is another chance to pop up and get it. It's going to be 75% off all of the DC back issues, 50% off anything else. It's going to be 25% off current DC titles, 10% off everything else, 35% off games, toys, statues, and graphic novels that are DC, and 15% off everything else. So come on down, hang out with us, get your new JLA number 1 and Flashpoint number 5. So real quick here, take a peek at a couple of books before we get to the heart of the matter, which is the DC relaunch. Star Wars. This book has been a lot of fun, but this particular issue by Jennifer Meyer, who's doing the artwork, she does the cover, she does the interior. It just looks like a really good story for kids and adults. It's got a fantasy style, a real sketchy, almost animated style, but her stuff has really impressed me. I don't normally pick these ones up, but this one I'm going to give a try just because of Jennifer Meyer. This one's a sad one. This is the last Hulk that Pack is going to be on. And Pack has been a part of the Hulk since all the way back to Planet Hulk. He has kind of reinvented the Hulk, got away from the army's chasing me, I'm going to go run and hide in the woods, oh look, they found me again. Pack took him back to an age that a lot of us remember from the 70s, the early 80s, where Hulk was out there in space, he was traveling to different dimensions. He wasn't just Banner on the run. Pack has kind of set things back to normal here. He's got Hulk back on Earth, but with a really good cast and really good footing that's really reminiscent of the Peter David run in the 90s, if you guys read that. This is his last issue. If you haven't tried him, the graphic novels are available all the way back to Planet Hulk, and this will wrap things up. Here's another one, a personal favorite, Angel and Faith. Not a big Faith fan, but I am a big Angel fan, and I'm obviously a big Buffy Universe fan. The Angel stuff from from IDW unfortunately stopped and is moving over to Dark Horse to join the Buffy universe over there. And this is the first installment with Angel and Faith. So you've got Gage writing it, and it's all canon, it's all Whedon approved, so everything you read here, it will coincide with what you saw on the Buffy show and on the Angel show. And the artwork is pretty fun, and even if you're not a Faith fan like me, it's worth a read. Okay, now here's what we've been looking forward to. I read Flashpoint number 5 this morning, and it seemed like there was a lot to wrap up in a final issue, but typical John style, he puts it all together. We start off with Zoom and Flash in their epic confrontation, and we find out exactly what happened, exactly why things are the way they are. We made a lot of assumptions, and as the 4 issues went by, honestly, I took those assumptions to be true. This one knocks them all out of the water, gives you a good explanation for why Flashpoint is here, and then also gives you a great place to start in the next one coming up, which is the only other DC title out this week, Justice League number 1. Jeff Johns, Jim Lee. If this book doesn't have what you need to read the comic book for DC's new relaunch, give it a try anyways, because these two are absolutely phenomenal. It's like peanut butter and jelly. It's like one of those things where, why didn't we put these things together before? The artwork is incredible. It's merging the Wildstorm universe, the existing DC universe, the Flashpoint universe, and bringing it all into a whole, and it's a perfect place to start because you get introduced to the big guns. You've got Green Lantern, Superman, and Batman introduced in this one, along with some things that are leading up to a big event that he's going to be working towards. And again, in typical John style, it's probably something that won't be resolved in 6 issues. It's something that's going to slowly leak out. Plus, I don't know if you guys saw the preview for this. When they gave us the samplers, there was a 4-page JLA preview. We saw a bad guy in there dressed in rags, looked like he might be a Clayface or a Croc. They don't tell us who he is in here, but I think if I'm right, the Wildstorm fans and the long-term Jim Lee fans will really be happy to see what they're doing with the incorporation. So this is the place to start. These are the only 2 DC books out this week. Next week we kick it off with a ton of other DC books. Now, tonight, if you come to the party, JLA is 20% off. If you sign up to get all 52 books, you get $52 off of the total. So it brings them down by $1, making 99% of them $1.99. Now, if you don't want to try them all number ones throughout the month here at Empire's Comics Vault are going to be 10% off. And we're going to pick a special book every week that I'm excited about that we're going to add an extra 10% on. I'm really excited about this, and I hope you guys are too, and I hope you guys will get on board. Look forward later on this month. We're also going to do a comic press meeting. The guys from Ebon 07 are going to come down and show you how to create a website using Comic Press and WordPress, the ins and outs, advertising, marketing, and then the next time they come down, because they've come down once already, we're going to try and do a hands-on where people bring their laptops and they can help you actually set some things up. So that will be later this month. We'll have more information on it next Tuesday, but enjoy the books this week, guys. Just on a side note, I've told you already that DC has a really small week. 2 books, Flashpoint number 5, JLA number 1. Marvel seemed to have a really small week this week too, which really surprised me. Some good titles, but not the really big blockbuster titles. I'm wondering if they're going to be holding those off to compete with DC's number 1s next week. If you guys think so, if you don't think so, if you really don't care, why don't you go ahead and leave us a comment down here in the comments section, and we'll go ahead and see what you think. I'm interested to hear.